No, 4 seconds. Says we are live. Hey, 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 girls. What's up? And everybody watching back on playback. It is a Saturday afternoon, and we got some dreary weather here. Kind of cold again, but hey, we're all cozying inside with our wet dogs. And Jackie is actually having some beautiful weather. She took some pictures earlier, so enjoy your beautiful weather, Jackie. And Jackie, really quick, I went to our one of our nearby metaphysical stores, and the young woman behind the counter, this young girl, Kristen, we all started talking up and stuff. And her boyfriend is actually from Ireland, and they're going in there a couple of weeks to visit. But within the next couple of years, I think she said, or next year, they're going to be she's going to be moving with him, you know, to the country. And I can't remember. She said that she's, I think, in the same county as Cork. I can't quite remember, but it was so cool because I started talking to you about her and everything. So lots of fun. So yes, hello, hey, my lovelies, and hello, Lottie B. Hello, Lottie. Hugs from spirit. I love that. Shazad, hello from Texas. Oh, just rub it in, Shazad. Just rub it in, all that nice weather. Um, so yeah, give it a few minutes to see who pops in. I know Saturdays can get quite busy in our community, but I couldn't wait. I had to share my cards, and it's weird if I don't do go a day without doing like a little pop up or a talk or something. I don't know. I get antsy. It's weird. But so yes, how many do we have? We have five. That's awesome. So I hope everybody is having a wonderful Saturday, that their weekend is starting off really nice. Got the adulting done this morning. Um, Jane the Seeker had Robin from Toadstool Tarot on this morning, so make sure you check that out. I personally don't see Robin on a lot, so and paired with Jane, oh my goodness, they had a lot of readings set up. So if you get a chance, drop by, watch a few minutes of it. If you don't know who Robin is, he's adorable. He is like a little elf. I absolutely adore Robin. Um, let's see, living your oh yeah, you know what? I tried having it in these things here a little while ago, but right now it's just kind of all frizzy and funky. But yeah, it's getting long. Allison and I were talking about that on the show. I think it was backstage last night because her hair is a lot longer than mine. Mine used to be that long, and I just love when she like puts it up on her little I call them like little cupcakes on her head. So I look forward to doing that. And I'm seeing the name Fatima popping in here, so there she is. I'm having issues again with my StreamYard and my keyboard and my mouse. What else is new? But hello, Fatima. And I see that Dina is here. And Dina, I'm serious. When you get like polished up or when you feel comfortable with your guitar, let's do a backstage on StreamYard. And I can pull out my hand drum and see if we can maybe work something out. That would be fun for a live show. We wouldn't have to be on long, but I think that would be fun to talk about our instruments or some. Just let's just work on it. I would love that to do something like that. Bring some of my music, more of myself into. We were at a music store today for Shan, and the guy had an electronic drum set up, but it wasn't on. I'm like, oh, I wanted to get on and play, or still try to play. It's been a long time ago. The Princess Leia. No, hers were like cupcakes on top, not the cinnamon buns. But when I was a little girl, I have a picture somewhere where I was able to braid my hair and wrap it around my head. That was my favorite Princess Leia look. So, alrighty, let's get going for what everybody came here for. So, a couple of weeks ago, it's not very long. Well, for a while now, I've been looking at these cards. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I should wait till Halloween. But it's like, you don't have to wait till Halloween to be a witch. A lot of us are witchy all year round. And there is a gentleman in the Netherlands. Um, I don't know if I have the right one here. His name is Alex, but I did put the link to the his Etsy store, um, in the description. And I don't know if this is the same one that I have right now, because I'm having to use my phone and I was kind of running around scattering because I just wanted to get the measurements and stuff. But Alex's store is in the Netherlands, and I thought, oh my God, it's going to take at least probably a couple. I got these cards within like a week and a half. I mean, the packaging was really nice. They came into a nice little plastic box. I love it. And let me pull up some specs for everybody. It's a bridge format. It's card. Let me do. Hold on a second, because I want to make sure I had all the specs for people who are interested. Because they are a small card, but I don't mind, because if they're too big, then they rub up against my skin and irritate my fingers. And yeah, it could be very interesting, Dina. Let's explore. Um, Maybe we can do that on one of my thinking outside of the box. You know, the inspired readings for creative living, and talk about music and how music, and you can think a little, I can drum a little, we can have fun. So that would probably work really well. So let's see. The deck is 350 grams glossy laminated. These are the backs. Isn't that beautiful? And the pictures are exactly what the cards look like. They're wonderful. They're typically 20 some dollars, but you know, as with shipping, as I found out today, no matter in where you are in the world, shipping is crazy. And so I had to ditch out a few extra bucks more than what I'd like to, but um I mean, they were packaged nicely. They got here quickly. He gave me a discount, you know, in his store for another purchase. So, and the cards are actually, if you can hear it, you know, they're not too thick. They're not too thin. They are a, let's see. Oh, this is in centimeters. So it's a 5 by 8 by 8 by 8 centimeters. So I'm thinking that this is looking at, it's like a two, like two and a half by shit. I thought that was in here. Hold on a second. Talks amongst yourselves for a second. Let me see if I can find where my room is a mess. Let me see if I can find my. This probably would have been a good idea to do this before going live, now wouldn't it? But Heather never does anything easy, and no, it is not here. But it is roughly around 2.5 inches by like 5. So they're here. Let me show, for example, typical tarot card. Let's grab. Oh no, actually, Sasha Graham isn't a typical size. Here we go. So this would be the back of my RWS, and this would be the size. But they don't stick. They shuffle nicely. So there was and they gave you a couple extras for if you wanted different types. Now this is on his channel. It's called the Black Witch, and I don't think he meant it's not black magic. Like, it's kind of weird that he used that. I don't know why he just didn't do, but because it's like a darker theme color to it. You know, very indigo, very, you know, black, and just really got the black witchy vibe going on. That's probably why he put that on there. Um, that's wonderful. And it came in this little plastic. This is just awesome. I eventually probably will get a little baggie because I like baggies for mine. But these are awesome to keep for like other things, or, you know, yeah. I will definitely recycle those. Did Heather just curse Lord Almighty? Did I? I don't know. Sometimes I do. Well, more often than not. So, alrighty. So it is called, again, like I said, Black Witch, but it's not a negative in this deck. And there's 53 cards. He actually added a couple extra that are not typically seen in the traditional Lenormand. when I when I curse. Oh boy, oh boy. Anyway, and I've already shuffled these, so they're not in order. But just look how beautiful. I mean, I know I don't have like a camera that's like super sharp, but these are just really lovely. And again, those are the backs of them. So let's get going, shall we? And I'm just going to put my keyboard up here. Pull this a little closer. Get a little bit closer. Now don't be shy. Does everyone remember those commercials when we were younger? Get a little closer with Arid Extra Dry. Okay. So 53. Yeah. So there's doubles in here, Dina, and a couple of new ones. So here we go. Now, this is the fish. And what he's done is he's actually included an astrological sign for the card as well. He mentions that it's Earth. He gives you, of course, in the traditional Lenormands, you see that around the quarter, but he just saved it for the bottom. So card number. If it was a regular playing card, this would be considered the king of diamonds. This is a Taurus and his fish, and because the fish represent money, so that's probably why they've got the Taurus there, because I know that they are a Earth sign. And so, yeah, Extra Dry. Yeah, remember those? We've been getting into the old commercials that they have on YouTube. They'll show old restaurants that used to be popular and commercials and products and things. It's fun. So, next one is our owls. So, check out the owls. And again, of course, the astrological sign Aquarius. No, that's not Aquarius. I'm still learning my astrology, but I think that's Aquarius. Yeah, the guy was always up in the guy's armpit. Yeah. Now, what's really annoying me is this deodorant where it shows the girl saying, "Oh, I sweat and I stink everywhere," and they show the girl spraying her, opening her pants and spraying it with Secret, and then I'm just like, why is it always women that stink? Men stink too. That should be, not just for women commercials, but men. Yeah, but I digress. So back to the cards. So here's our owls. Traditionally, there's birds, but I know Ciro Marchetti. I have his expanded edition of the Gilded Reverie, and he includes owls along with the regular birds. I can't remember if this does represent the birds or if this is an additional card. I really haven't gotten a chance to work with them yet. Hello, Sheridan. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, Sheridan, wait till you see these cards. So there's the fish, there's the owls, and they are a bit glossy, yes, but they don't stick, and I love that. They shuffle really nice. There's the rider. She's on her Black Beauty. Very nice. I like that for my West people. The compass, which I don't think is a traditional, but it's an added, and I love compasses. So there is the compass. Yeah, taste has gone out the door. Sheridan, it really has. But that's the kind of things that people get you, shock factor, shock value. Seems to get you more interested. And hello, Odelia. There's the lightning card. Usually it's the storms. So I think in this deck it's going to be considered lightning, but still fabulous. I love it. Now, there are two versions of the cross. And now this is where, here's the other one. Here's where it gets a little. So the original, so Adelia and Fatima, just bewares that instead of, a Christ on a cross, they actually put a woman on here because, women were burned at the stake in the name of Christianity. So I'm believing that this is what the artist was getting across when he did this. But there's the one version of the cross because men and women and children, were burned among other things. And there's the other cross, still just as beautiful. So let me set those aside. Now we have the letter. So there is the letter, and I just love all the candles and the crows. Okay, so you're not offended, so you understand the concept. I can't wait for Allison to see these, really. She loves the witchy stuff and the crows and everything, so it'll be interesting to see what she thinks of this. So for the coffin card, and yeah, to me it's a little, a little cheesy maybe with a lot of the hats, but it's for fun. Um, I say I heard they won their land actually. Yes. Back in the day, anybody could be accused, especially if you were, let's say an older woman and your husband had passed and left you land, which could be worth money. All people in the village would have to do, especially the men who wanted the land and to purchase it, all they would have to do was just accuse you, say you saw a zit, a pimple, a mole, or something, and then there you go. So yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. So let's see. Hello, 10. Welcome. So there's the coffin card. I just wish my camera wasn't so fuzzy because these pictures really, the cards really are very clear. Yeah, it's kind of grainy. I hate that. So the man card, we got the wizard, kind of like. So we got a little bit of the Gandalf going in here. So there's the man card. Here is the house. Now, this here I haven't seen in any of my other ones, so this is interesting. In this deck, he included the egg, which I found interesting. So for me, and it didn't come with a booklet, so this might be something I might have to pick Ramon's brain for, or maybe I'll just Google it and see if anybody else. But eggs typically represent fertility, abundance, rebirth as well. So we can always look at it that way, or not putting all your eggs in one basket kind of deal. And another one that he has added is balance, but I think she's pretty cool. So there is balance. Okay, now there are two child cards, and now I kind of wish that one child could have maybe had a different color hair just to kind of separate the two. But this is one of the child cards. They're both really adorable. This is the one that I'm keeping currently in my deck, and this is the other. They're both adorable, you know. So that's the child card. Okay, so there is a birds. Gotcha. So this one includes owls, and here is the birds. Another beautiful crow raven. This feels very Morrigan to me, the goddess Morrigan. Love it, love it. Fertility, yep. Fertility, abundance, rebirth. The scythe. Can you imagine trying to actually carry a scythe? That's got to be like heavy as hell, but it still looks cool. I'll take it. And oh, the beautiful dresses and things. Oh, the corsets and the singes and oh yes, and the sun. Beautiful sun. Yes, Sheridan, the link is in the description box. It should be. Hey, Claudia, how you doing? And here's the sun card. And oh, I know the mice isn't supposed to be a good card, representing, not necessarily the nicest things, but look how cute these little mice are. Oh my God. But they are getting into her herb jar and her, her mortar and pestle, and they're being little pests, but they're kind of cute too. Oh, and that's funny, Claudia, cat mama. The minute you pop in, I'm pulling out the mice, cat and mice. And there are two dogs. They're both very similar, but here's dog number one. He's cute. And then dog number two, which I keep in my deck. I just think he's adorable. The moon card. There's two moons, I believe. Yes, there's two moons. So it's kind of hard to pick between the two. So there's moon. I'll just, move them in and out. Rotate, excuse me. So there's moon number one, which I have in my deck. And then moon number two. I just kind of liked how the moon in the other card wasn't obscured, you know, that you could see the moon, whereas the staff was kind of like right in there. So design wise, visually, I like that one better. So make sure I don't put the wrong one back in. Let me set that there. All righty. Yep, you got to have the dogs in the Lenormand. And the ship card, very nice. She's guiding her own ship. She's on her own ship. She's not waiting for it to come in. She is on it, and she is heading in the direction she wants to go to. And again, ooh, that's a Sagittarius. So moving forward, I like that because yep, Sagittarians like travel. We sure do. Anchor. There is the anchor card and Sheridan. Yes, when I was a little girl, we had gerbils, and I had one called Honey Bunny. I called a gerbil a honey bunny, but you know, that's me as a kid. So here is the mountain card. It's really lovely. Again, my video, my camera's a bit grainy, so it's not really showing, you know, the clarity of the cards. And the ring. Wow, this is just beautiful. Look at that ring. Just lovely. I love the jewel tones, everything. Very beautiful. Then we have our stalk. There's our stalk. And now this one here is cool, the book. I love it because it's very like Maleficent kind of feel to it. She's got multiple horns, but I love it. Makes me just think of, you know, Maleficent and the birds and the trees and the forest protectors. So very cool. I like that one. And I just saw, hey, Amanda, Mama Sushi's here. How you doing, sweetheart? How are you and baby? Um, the bear. Oh my God, how cute the bear is. Now I probably maybe would have put like a little pot of honey or something in front of the bear, um, but the dry herbs, you know, again the candles and the fruits and everything. It's interesting that fires are all, you know, but you know, fires is magic. It's power, like the wands, you know, in the tarot. And the woman card. Oh, I love this woman card. One of these days, I like to do my hair, have someone do my hair like this. Isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. Would love to have that kind of hair and that kind of figure and be that age again, but I digress. So there's the woman card. Love it. The lily. There's the lily card. Pretty, pretty. And I think there are two hearts. Yes. So the heart that I leave out is this one. They're both pretty, but I do like the one I keep in my deck because, of course, she's got dark hair. So I kind of got to keep it as close to me as possible to reflect, you know, me, my energy. But that's a beautiful heart too. So there's the heart card, and it's the moon. So that's interesting. Put the moon there. There's two clovers. Clover number one, which I keep out of the deck because she's a little bit smaller, a little harder to see. But that's one there. But I like both of them. But this one made me think of the musical Wicked. I haven't seen it, but she's up a lot closer, and I just kind of think the green face is a little cool. Excuse me. So I'll probably switch these out back and forth. Let's see. I saw that we have a question. Heather, can you tell me about the art over your shoulder when you get a chance? Yeah, that's just one of my pieces. It's about 10 years old or so. Um, it's mixed media. It's acrylic paint. It's texture. I think it might be a little bit of mica particles, sugary mica particles mixed in with the. Sometimes I forget what I use because I hold them. I have them for so long. Peanut butter and honey sandwiches would work. Yes, they would. Thank you, Adelia. Dina, let's see. Oh, Dina. Dina, as long as what you feed the bear is more appetizing, you'll be okay. I try to. Yes, don't feed the bears. You're not supposed to do that. Is it for sale? Yes, it is. Direct message me later and we'll talk. bridge. Now, this isn't typical in Lenormand. I do have a bridge that Chiro Marchetti included in his, and I just love this bridge. It's like you see it and you know you got to walk across and see what's on the other side. So, thank you, Sheridan. I hope so. I got a degree and I was in school for 7 years. So yeah, that's my major accomplishment in my life is my degree. So the next one up, again, there's supposed to be a negative card in the deck, but I'd like to see each one being a positive as well. And we have the sly, clever fox. And he pretty much warns you when someone's being um, dishonest or to kind of someone's being a little sly or being, kind of sleight of hand, but depending on culture and mythology and just animal medicine, fox can be very powerful, very healing, and I love my foxes. He's got like a little design on the back of him too. Like I said, these aren't super clear, but he's got a cute little design on the back of him. But yep, that's the fox. Then we got the tower card. Ooh. So there's the tower. We got some, is that gargoyles or some bats? No, I think that's a gargoyle sitting up there. So Hershey should like this one because I think she likes the gargoyles. So there's the tower. Oh, and so there are two lily cards. Ah, okay. I didn't notice that before. So there's two lilies, and then there's one with a girl in it, which is pretty. So I'll keep that aside. And I may just go ahead and shuffle the other ones back in here. Um, that could always be, helpful in a reading too. So that you have to reshuffle and may give you like an extra heads up that you need to pay attention to this card if it appears twice. Next one here, there's two cards for it. It is the garden. And this is one of the garden. Expose the deceit. Yes. And there's the garden for that one. And this one here I kept because it's just a little bit closer. But yeah, there's the garden, the other garden. All her fruits and vegetables and her flowers and her pumpkin. Now there are two trees. They're basically the same, except for, figure turning one way and really candles in the other. And so there's that one. Okay, Claudia, I just saw your message drop. Let me wait until after my show and then I'll respond. So there's the tree. And then the one I keep in my deck is this one. Because I like the candles added to it and she's looking at you head on. So that's the one I chose to keep for the deck. The snake card, I do not like snakes. She's beautiful. I don't think about the snake. But also it's kind of cool. There's like a dragon too there. So it's all good. But yeah, people know I'm not a big fan of snakes. But there you go. There's that one. And let me just catch up. I wish I could wear that in my garden. You and me both. Well, I don't have a garden, so I want to share it. And let's see. I want to start a YouTube channel disposing what I find or receive as a download. Well, then follow your intuition and your guides, and when it you feel right and you know what to do, just go for it. That's what I did. I kept putting it off and saying, I don't know, maybe I don't know if I'm ready yet, and I see other readers, and this was before our community got really big, and so there were just really just a couple of us that I knew, and then one day I was just like, oh, Heather, do it, and this was before I had StreamYard, and I just hit the YouTube live and I did it, and when I was done, it was so much fun. I was like, okay, when do I get to do it again? So 77 and not much gray either, believe it or not. Yep, some of us, well, I've been going gray since I was 18. Gotta love my dad's genetics. Sorry, Grandma. So next up, let me just take this down. So go for it, Sheridan. And when you're ready, let me know, and you can come on my channel and we'll share your channel. You can talk about it. Get that out there. So here's the key. So there's many keys. But I love keys. I think that's a really cool card. Okay, so now a new card that's added to it is the treasure. And there is the treasure. Hey, Ramon, how's it going? So here is the treasure. And so, Ramon, they put a couple of different ones in here, even different than Marchetti, but I love this. And I figured if any of these are in any other decks of Lenormand, you would be the person who would know. Yes, I am. And I'll flip through it again really quick if you want as well. Here's the crossroads. Doesn't really look like a crossroad. She's more like on a bridge, but I'll still take it. The bouquet. Oh, Rain, could you just imagine us walking around, during the day with our hairs flowing like supermodels with flowers in it and our candles and us just going, oh. The dogs would be knocking over stuff. The cats would be pushing things off. And, yeah, our fantasy, right? The stars left me a little, I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty card. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of the pointy hats kind of to me distract away from some of the other elements. But okay, so initially that lightning card is separate. There is a separate clouds card, and there would be the clouds. So there is the clouds, and another new one, the hourglass. Like the sand, like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives. Yes, as a little kid, I used to watch it when I was homesick from school. But there's the hourglass, and the last one, the whip. Psst, time to whip it good. And there is the whip. So that is my deck. Ramon, look at the owls. The goldfish. They're cute. I'm trying to see if I can find some that were like really like the compass. Again, the cross is interesting. We have, basically the witch burning on the cross. Yes, no. I'm sure this is something Madonna would love to have. Ramon. I could totally see Madonna doing this. She already has done this a couple of times, something similar on her concerts, but it's to represent, female persecution by the church. And this is the other one, Ramon. This is the one I keep in the deck that I use. So I'll keep that separate. The coffin is pretty cool. So Ramon, there's the coffin. And the man card. There is a man. There's only one, but there he is. There's the man card. So we got our wizard in there, our Gandalf. And Ramon, look at this. They included, yes, Dina, that's so weird. I was going to look up. I go, the egg. So Ramon, they included an egg in this one, which I find fascinating. But I like the addition because the eggs can always represent, fertility. I mean, I know so can the storks, but I like that fertility, abundance, rebirth. The wizard is handsome. Yeah, he's not too bad, not too shabby. I like the balance card. That's a different one. So I like that. Look on her swing. Yes, Ramon, the egg. And look at the bird, like the Morrigan. That's pretty cool. Oh, you got to see the ring, Ramon. Oh, well, look at the sun, Ramon. Isn't that beautiful? If people are like, oh, Ramon and I did a Lenormand last week. He was teaching us a lot about the history of Lenormand. And we were doing Lenormand haikus. So this is why I'm like, look at the Lenormand. There's the mice. So adorable. How can you get mad at, these little faces? There's the dog. There's two dogs. This one's small, kind of cute. I just like the face. Let's see which other one. Oh, you guys see this one. Sexy if you like long beard. I'm not a fan of long beards, but my Shan has one, so he kind of sort of looks like him, except more beard, less hair. Yeah, it's still my fella. But Ramon, look at this ring. I hate that my camera's so grainy. At some point, I gotta get an upgrade. But look at the detail and just really pretty. Um, the woman card is really cool too. It's like, supermodel goddess hair. I love that. Um, trying to see which other ones. Here's another version of the lily. Really pretty. Typically, they're always like the white for purity and chastity and everything, but I like the color. The clover has a couple different ones. One which a little bit smaller with no green skin, and then this one here with the green face. I loved it. I just like to play with that, so I kept that in there. Yes, please do check out Ramon's. Yes. And everybody, if you are a mod, go ahead and put your channels in there. That's how we grow and support each other. There's clouds. I think you already came in for the clouds. Oh, Ramon, check out this bouquet. I don't know if you've already seen the bouquet. It's really lovely. The treasure. Me too. I don't know if I don't think there's typically been a treasure in Lenormand, but I'll take that. That is really pretty. Again, the keys. And you know me, I don't like snakes, but Ramon, there's the snake. It's not too bad. I can handle that because I can look more at her and at the dragon than I necessarily have to do the snake. Um, and Rain and I were talking about wish we could look like this in our garden, but in reality, the dogs would be knocking everything over, the cats would be pushing stuff off, everything would be a mess. So yeah, that's oh, and Ramon, check her out, almost kind of like a Maleficent. I like that. The book, Maleficent horns, third book of shadows, and yep, that is pretty much, except for I already showed everybody the doubles. Oh, it's back in, but this is one of the child cards. This is the one I'm keeping out, but both of the child cards are this little blonde girl with her hat on. I can't remember what she's doing in the other one, but I have her in here as well. I think you already saw the moon, but I'll show you the moon again. There's two moons. I like this one better because the other one has the staff, and the design of the placement just kind of throws me off because it kind of interferes with the image of the moon. So I like the other one a little bit better. Um, and these are the backs. These are the backs. Oh, thank you, Ray, for putting everybody's channels in there. And don't forget to tap the like button and do all the YouTubey stuff. Yep. I think Hershey got us into all saying doing the YouTubey. So everything's all YouTubey. I tried doing the YouTube groove, but I don't know. Maybe that sounded a little too dirty. I don't know. People are thinking about other things. Although that's just Heather's brain. That's where it went. Oh, you're welcome. So if anybody who would like to be the first read, who would like a couple cards, Lottie B, I'm encouraged to go study Lenormand now. Have a deck, but not done so much with it. For me, Lottie, it was easier getting back into reading tarot. Helped give me confidence because with the Lenormand, you don't. There are like the grand tableau, but for most part, you just read straight across, left to right, and you can pick several number of cards and read it as a story. And I didn't have to worry about spreads with Celtic Cross here. Is this a reversal? Is it for me? It was just a straightforward image with a straightforward message, and then you would look at the others. So, Jackie is our first. So let's go ahead. Let's get Jackie in there because we love our Jackie's Crystal Moon. She's a part of our beautiful, growing, and expanding community. Much love to our Jackie. And I see, okay, Twisted Sushi. Let me just highlight so I don't miss anybody. See, this is why I deleted so many readers yesterday. Reading for today. So many readers. Me? Okay. I don't, but I don't think you can read me. Just saying. Okay. We do. Yes, we do love her. Yes, we do, Ramon. She's always welcome in my chats and in my shows. Okay, so who am I? Oh, I gotta stop thinking. Who am I reading for? Oh, it's Jackie. Um, hmm. Sometimes it's easier when you know somebody. I know you typically don't look at, I don't think the bottom card when it comes to Lenormand. But Jackie, my dear, I got the coffin card. So this is a time of death and rebirth, letting go of the old, making room for something new. And for me, this is kind of like you're closing the lid on something, because here I got the fox. And for me, the fox is about those in your life that, again, are deceitful, are sneaky. You kind of have to keep an eye on, sometimes like neighbors. And I got the tower card. And the tower is not the same in, um, like the same in tarot. Though sometimes I'll also interpret like that too, that way also in Lenormand. But in the Tower card, in the Lenormand, of course, it's about buildings, institutions, not isolating yourself, places of learning. There's different sorts of symbolism that goes with a tower, especially when it comes to mine. Are you feeling trapped? Is it, a safety place? Is it a place to learn, making sure you don't isolate, or you don't feel trapped? Um, but in most traditional Lenormands, it has to do with like public buildings, places of learning, things like that. And then the bottom, I got the tree, and the tree represents basically health, being grounded. For me too, tree represents kind of like family tree as well. But I'm feeling, Jackie, that this neighbor issue, but still kind of keep an eye on those around you. Especially, I'm feeling like her, or that particular situation you have next door. But I feel like it's like time to close the lid, time to move forward from this. Just keeping your eyes open. This can be, for me, can also feel like, I know it's not the house card, but it's still kind of like you're not feeling like having to hide inside your home, or not wanting to go outside and isolate yourself when you hear them around you. And then the tree, which will represent to me getting grounded again, feeling better, feeling not so anxious, and just yeah, that overall sense of well-being. So I don't know if that you feel those cards resonate with that, but for me, that's automatically what popped into my head when I saw those cards. Um, so let me back up a little bit. Okay, the last thing that highlight here is Sheridan. Lottie B. Okay, my dear. Whoops. Here, let me star you. All right, got you in there, Sharon. All things Heather. Okay. We do love her. Okay, there we go. Oh, love you too, Ramon. I'm sure she could, but you don't have to ask to be read. True. Um, by the way, Dina says I'm getting back into reading runes. Very cool goddess runes. So I've done a couple of lives. Oh, alrighty. Are goddess runes same as Futhark? I don't think so. Because the Futhark is the traditional Nordic runes. Now, if Kristen Louise were in here, or Dolly Wolfgirl Oracle, they would be able to answer that really quick. But I don't think they are, because there's different ways of creating runes, not just based on the Nordic ones. And I know Ramon would know this too, because Ramon has even created some of his own forms of divination. That's really cool. I know there's something called witches' runes. Um, the tower is different, yes. But sometimes I will still take some of the tarot and apply that to my Lenormands too. I don't know if that's a big no-no or not, but for me, I kind of just go with the flow with it. In my honest opinion, goddess runes are good for beginners, only 15 runes, including the questionnaire. You can take it easy. You can make it easier or complex, and then increase as you get better and you retain that information and knowledge, and you get more comfortable. I think there's well, I know there's runes too called yeah the witches runes. But you know what would be a great place to go to besides Ramon's channel, honestly, for this, but is also Pinterest. I'm always pushing Pinterest because so many people have different ways of writing sigils and creating sigil runes or sigil stones. They put them in the baggies, they pull them out. There's all different ways of doing divination. Um, you like that? Okay, there you are. Okay, well, let's hopefully that's the you know what? Now I'm curious, Jackie. Coffin. I usually do threes. Tower. What would be the next card? The stork, which is like the nest, the home place. You know, coming back, relax. So yeah, I'm thinking that could be it. But if it does change, let me know if something else ends up resonating, and that way I can maybe tie in those meetings with those cards in a different context. So I can kind of. Oh, and look who's here. Hello, Miss Tarot D. Just sharing my new cards that I got today from the Netherlands. Um, I just responded to your question. Thank you so much for asking. Oh, all righty. Yes, we hope you're feeling better, Miss D. Um, yes, I never really resonated with the ones that I saw when I was younger, but I know Pinterest has different ways of people developing, their own symbols that speak to them. Um, and yes, he has great videos. They are very informative. And let's see, there's Elder Futhark runes, witches runes, and goddess runes are different. Like I said, you would know. Alrighty, so up next, and I still have plenty of time if anybody else would like. Oh, here we go. Let's do. Wait a minute. What did they just do on my? Here we go again with StreamYard. Hold on a second. Yes, no, that's right. So, Mama Sushi, Amanda, the drugs they gave me yesterday helped a lot, but it will still take. Yeah, that'll happen. But we're sending you much love, Miss D. Oh, if you go to the link where I got these, he has at least six, at least more. All, and then they'll lead you to other ones. There's people that do something called the lavender Lenormand, which is the basic images, but with the lavender color. Miss Tarot D, you might like that one. There are other ones that are like yellow. I mean, he's just got so many different. And then when you find his, they give you links to others. That's why I'm saying I really love Etsy. Um, it's just the shipping that kind of gets you because when you order Amazon, pretty much the shipping is all included. But Amazon is mostly your mass market decks. Um, and you got to watch too. There's also a lot of bootleg decks, and y'all know how I feel about bootleg decks. Let's see, Spiritual Rain. I think I found your Pinterest page. Do you want me to post it here? Well, because I don't really have much with the runes and stuff. But yeah, people want to follow me on Pinterest. I mean, I do have some artwork on there as well. So, um, you'll not tempt me to buy. Okay. So who am I reading for again? Amanda, Mama Sushi. All righty. Love to Mama Sushi and baby. My other friend Amanda's got a birthday next week. Okay. Let me see at the bottom. Okay. Oh wow. The cards don't lie. They really don't. Okay, Amanda. I can't make this up, sweetheart. So at the bottom of the deck, the underline for me still like kind of the reading. Look what I have, sweetheart. I got the child card. Okay, Shazan. Let me and Miss Tarot D, let me know if you No, Jackie, she's not up yet. This is Amanda. Um, so we have the child card, Amanda. I have the garden, which is like your typically your public place where people gather, where people relax, where they celebrate together, where family comes together. I did get and Aurora is blonde too. Yeah, they have two child cards in here, and it would have been nice if they made one blonde and one brunette. Would love to have, unless I kind of maybe enhance that myself on the deck. And then I got the snake card, and the snake is about people that you really can't trust. Um, you kind of got to watch for like the snake in the grass. But for me, and I've seen another deck that says you got to kind of watch out for poisonous bites. But for me, it feels more like, that point. I want to say because I don't know if how many people know. Um, Amanda just had a little baby, Aurora, and she had to stay in the hospital a little bit longer. She had a few little complications, and so I'm feeling like the snake card kind of might represent that, going through this right now of getting whatever had not made her, getting her healthy, getting her, the toxins out of her body, like snake toxin, like venom, poison, that kind of thing. Just getting it all out, getting her healthy. Because then I got the Lily card, which is a card about chastity, yes, and but with the purity and the blossoming. I love it. For me, it's like coming out of, the illness, getting better, getting stronger. And the last card, look at that, the house, coming home. So for me, Amanda, that's what I'm feeling with that. But let me just pull an extra card on the snake. Crossroads. She was at a crossroads. Yes. Um, the tree, which has to do with health. Um, also for me, it represents, family tree and all. But for me, with this story continuing is health. I mean, they these things just tell a story. Um, I got the key. I'm just going to keep going for a little bit. The key, and then the egg, the rebirth. Um, yeah, they just keep going on and on. I got the man card, which feels maybe like dad, the doctor. Like yeah, but sweetheart, that's what I love about. That's why I need to learn the tableau at some point, because these all will just keep going and tell stories. But from what I see, and of course, again, entertainment purposes only. We all know, and I'm not a doctor at all by any means. But that's kind of what I'm seeing. I don't know if maybe the snake might be somebody who might be kind of saying, I don't know if a certain treatment, or is this maybe the right doctor, or just, but whatever that heavy, poisonous energy or toxicity or whatever was, you know, has kept her longer in the hospital. I got the Lily card, so that's purity. That's um, not chastity in this sense, but for me, that's purity. That's blossoming. She's blooming. Everything's green, everything's pink, everything's gorgeous. And then I got the house card, all lit up and waiting. So, again, not a doctor, but that's how I'm seeing the cards, my dear. Alrighty, trusting, sending, I'll trust, send like to her. Okay, surrounding calmness, nice. Okay, so somebody's, well, you know, we all have our, personal opinions on, you know, immunizations and shots and all. I know there's some in chat who are very much against, and there's some that I know they have to, and it's kept them healthy and it's kept them safe. So, It is a personal preference, but we just need to remember that we all have our own, personal beliefs in everything from health to um, religion to everything, pretty much. Let's see. They had her on medicine, which kept her super sleepy and sedated. Oh, okay. So much love to the babies. Yes, to Aurora. I love that name. That's so beautiful. And now on to Miss Spiritual Rain. Let's see what we get. You're welcome, my dear. Okay, Spiritual Rain. Lenormand, what say you? Hmm. Okay, typically, all right. Kept telling me to go for 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. So, lightning is not typical in Lenormand, but it's a storm, an actual storm lightning. So I got the lightning, and I also got the owls. And owls are all about wisdom. They are omens. They are the omens of wisdom, of knowledge. They're bringing you knowledge, paying attention to your messages. When we see anything like birds, like especially hawks, eagles, any feathered, a lot of them are messengers from spirit. And learning about the different species of birds kind of give you an idea a little bit of what may the message may be. And with the owls, it's about wisdom. For me, so the lightning is feeling like you had a lightning strike of knowledge, of wisdom. Um, like Jackie, I know you know your situation too, and just seeing, and a lot of these lightning strikes are all happening ahead of ahead of you. They're not hitting you. They're not like destroying. So for me, it's like the lightning was kind of like when the lightning hits a stretch, you're like, wow, So it's almost kind of like it's kind of like the tower card too, in a way. That lightning hits the tower, things kind of fall apart, but in the meantime, it's time to rebuild. It's time to be like, okay, now you got to pay attention. This has got your attention. It's time to move forward. And I'm feeling like this lightning storm lit up the sky, lit up your eyes, lit up your life, and you knew that things needed to change. And with the owl, now you have that wisdom, you have that knowledge, you know what you need to do moving forward. And then I got the child card, and the child card can also represent that innocence, that being able to start healing that inner child, being able to have in other cards like Marchetti's, you see like fairy castles and you know games and things. So it's allowing your inner child to come out and heal and to play and to and with her little hand. This typically isn't the one I was going to keep in the deck, but I love that she's playing with fire, but she's showing that that is her fire. She's got her fire. It's that power is in her hand. She knows how to control it. And I know that you love folk tales. I know you love fairy tales. So this feels very much like you getting back in touch again with your inner child and bringing that through in with your spiritual studies and with these other classes and things that you are taking. At the bottom, the overall energy was the scythe card. And the scythe card is about cutting, reaping what you sow, and just moving on. So for me, this feels like you are cutting what no longer serves you out of your life. You're moving forward. I got the hourglass, so this may take some time, may take some patience, but this is what we're moving forward. You got the scythe, you're cutting through things. It's going to take a little time, but in the same process, you are getting anchored. Things are, you're starting to find the anchor holds you, but the anchor also allows you to move freely, if that makes sense. Once you're grounded in yourself and you're anchored with yourself, everything else goes with the flow, and you move, and you move, you get in touch with your intuition, and you get settled down like that little girl. You're taking back your power. So, like an aha moment. Yes, Dina, that lightning storm. And for her too, that could have been rain just finally saying, F it, I'm angry. I am making that change. And she brought that lightning down, and that hit the ground. And that was a wake up, for people around her that are no longer, um, who are no longer suited to be in her circle, that do not deserve to be there, that no longer serve her high being. And like that lightning, boom, she knew to grab her scythe and cut those loose. So, holy feckamole. I love that. Holy feckamole. I got to start using that. Oh my goodness. I created that feckin' lightning. Oh yeah, you did. And that could have been what was going on around you too. Sometimes you needed, because to those of us who know you, you were hoping that things would work out, that things would change. But that lightning had to hit the ground. It had to flash right in front of you. And I think, like Dina said, that was that aha moment where you're like, nope, this is it. This is, spirit getting, a hold of me and saying, listen, wake up, open your eyes. It's time to move forward. So, yeah. And then stability for that anchor. Yep. That sounds like an Irish phrase. Holy feckamole. And I could just hear Jackie saying that in her Irish accent. I love it. So, okay, make sure that I didn't miss anything else. The three owls to you. Ah, it's me and Heather. Oh, how sweet. And owls too. I mean, Rain is connected with nature. She lives in a beautiful area. She's got surrounded by woods, and so she's very much part of the earth, her gardens and everything. So most definitely. And I just need to do a quick sip sip. So yep, her name really is Rain. That's cool. All righty. Okay. So let me just remove who I've read for. And Sheridan, you are up next. So let's see what we get for you, Sheridan. Holy feckamole. Oh, that's all I'm going to be hearing now for the rest of the day. Okay, that just flew out. Okay, for Sheridan. Okay. Let's see, do I want to do? Okay. So, Sheridan. Overall energy from the bottom. I love the stars. You got the stars card. And the stars are about hope, finding your northern star. And I love how she's just opening up her arms to the universe and acknowledging, I am a part of the universe. I am made of stardust. This is, that like that little rhyme we taught when we were younger. That's basically a spell. Starlight, star bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might. Let me have the wish I wish tonight. We're taught that as kids, and that's actually, we're being taught how to do a spell because we are invoking the energy of the stars, of the earth, of the universe, into helping us manifest our dreams. So the star card, there's you have hopes, you have dreams that you are attempting to manifest, that energy that you are putting out there. And this could very well be the channel, that you want to do. I did get next, first card up that flew out was the bear card. And the bear represents strength. Um, the bear represents like the mother bear energy, very protective. Um, Basically, don't take, crap. But here it's just the bear reminding you that you have the strength, but you still have that tenderness. And I'm looking for there's another word. Um, no, just strength, being grounded, very protective. You're very, I mean, yes, healthy boundaries. Okay, healthy boundaries just jumped in. The strength of your boundaries with others. You're very protective of others, but with these stars, it feels like you're also very protective of your dreams, your goals that you want to do. The next card I have is the ship card. And so you are moving forward. You have the strength, you got the strength of the bear. You're nurturing your dreams. You you're protecting your dreams. But also remember to mother yourself, mother bear. Make sure that the energy and the things that you mother other people, make sure you do that for yourself as well. A lot of us don't do that. Now, the next card moving forward on your ship, as you move ahead, I did get the mice card. And the mice can actually represent people that come in, that cause chaos, that cause conflict. The mice get in, they eat your food, they tear stuff apart. They can sometimes bring disease, but for me, this also is a two blade, because the mice can be people who might put those niggling thoughts in your mind that you can't do this, your dreams, you can't do your dreams. There's no way, how can you possibly do, the negative talk, people who get jealous, people who, don't want to see you do well. But you also, on the other side of this, is that we can also let ourselves talk to ourselves like that. So with that bear card, making sure that you stay strong in yourself, hold true to your goals, hold true to your dreams, mother yourself like you do other people. Don't say negative things to yourself that you wouldn't say to other people. You're on that ship, you're moving forward. Do not let any niggling thoughts or things chewing away at you, anybody, or your thoughts trying to cause chaos, or anybody like that. And I went ahead and pulled another card, and I got the clouds. And so with the mice on one side, um, and then with the clouds represent the sun coming through. And then you've got the beautiful light and the storm. So make sure that when you're standing there and you're facing those clouds, you're facing those storms, make sure that you stay in your truth. You hold on to that broom. The broom is basically an extension of being able, how we traveling with our thoughts, and also being connected to the earth, walking with the earth. So it's like a connection to the land and to the sky, and staying true to yourself. And in these clouds, focus on that sun, and the sun represents success, good feelings, emotions, overall well-being. So that's what I have for you, my dear. I used to write poetry, rhyming. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I love that card too, Ramon, because she's on the ship. You don't see the ship moving ahead and going, boy, I hope I know where that's going. It shows her on that ship. She's guiding it. She's riding it. So she's in full control of her ship, and of her, you know, her ship of dreams, ship of fools. I love that song by Robert Plant, Ship of Fools. But no, just steering course, staying on your course. The ship following the northern star, you know. So, oh, thank you, Jackie. Sometimes my brain runs faster and I can't speak clearly, so I apologize for that. I get a little tongue tied. Let's see. Moon Scarab, seeing that ship from the deck. Oh, no, seeing that ship from the dock, it could definitely be intimidating, but being on the ship itself. Yeah, because you're in control of it. You know, you're at the helm. Yep, and he agreed with you. Total amazeballs. Oh my God. And hello, Mandy. Hello, my dear. Oh my God, girls, stop. Oh, you're making me laugh. You're too much. I love my girls. So, Lottie B, you are up next. And then Shazad. So, Lottie and Shazad, are you still here? Let's see, it's 5:25. I still have time for anybody else who might want to be on the list. Hey, Jeff, what's going on? And Jeff, I'm waiting to hear from Bill to send me his picture so I can do the link and the thumbnail for tomorrow night. Shazad's still here and Lottie. Yay! Awesome. Okay. So I like when people stay in chat for the readings. It's helped to connect with the energy and it's just respectful. So I thank you all for staying in the chat while I'm doing the readings. All righty, Lottie B. Let me take this down so see the card. And people, if you don't checked out Lottie B's channel, she plays piano and she shares her music on her channel. It's really quite lovely. Okay. Okay. I guess it's three above and three below today for some of us. Okay, so I got a couple cards again. Oh, Fatima, did you ask for one, my dear? Let me put you on the chat's been jumping, so let me go ahead and put that on there. So, okay, Lottie B, right off the bat, I got the mice. So same as like with Sheridan. Kind of got to watch out. You got some little rodents nibbling around, maybe creating some chaos, getting into stuff. And I'm feeling like now this may be an actual person. I did get the clouds again, so you got the storm. And on this one here, on the storm side, comes the man card. And so I don't know if there is an actual man in your life right now, whether, and this could be in any sort of relationship, a friend, it could be an intimate, it could be a family member, or it could be somebody with very masculine qualities. But I feel like there is somebody who might be causing you some chaos, or this man could be bringing you out of chaos. Um, I'm looking at the other cards because I did get the stork, and the stork's about creating that nest, creating that safe space to create a family, to create new possibilities. Doesn't always have to be a family, but a nest of ideas, like that egg card. You know, eggs are about, fertility of possibilities. It could be new projects you want to birth. You may be trying to create a foundation, a nesting to get settled in with recently. Okay, so whether this is a person who is an actual male figure or has masculine qualities, it just looks like there may be some sort of, like you said, some conflict or difficulty going on, and it's kind of making it hard to create that foundation, that nest, because storks are known to be animals of habit. And a lot of them, from my understanding, they also tend to mate for life. So this could be like some, like the old saying, coming to roost again. Certain situations are coming to roost again. It's cyclical. It's like it's expectable. At the bottom of the deck, I got the bridge. So you're going to have to make a decision. You're going to have to cross this bridge. You're going to be moving forward. But when you cross that bridge and you get to the other side, I did get the sun card. Just beautiful success, light, happiness. Just basically like the tarot. The sun is a card of just beautiful possibilities and happiness and success. And I got the treasure card. So treasure awaits, and for you, this treasure is whatever it is that makes you feel happy, secure, brings you joy, peace of mind, um, shiny, happy little bubbles in there. I mean, just the treasure, lying within. It doesn't always have to be a physical either. It could be the treasures that we ourselves are treasures, things that make us happy, things that we enjoy to do, those little things. But oh, really about treasure too. And the treasure could also represent maybe financial gain. Typically in the Lenormand, the fish represent finances as well, but this could also very well signify a financial stability. Um, and it could also represent abundance in terms of not just finances, but friends, support, again, stability, happiness, feeling secure, just an overwhelming sense of well-being and happiness. So what is your treasure? What makes you happy? you know what little treasures, little things that we can be grateful for, that when we all put into a little pot, and we go, wow, look at, this is what I'm grateful for, this is what I have. And you realize you have a little treasure trove of happy things, like a little treasure, that you can go to. Um so hootenanny. Okay. Love Jules. Hootenanny. Jules. Jules who? Oh, Lottie, I will listen to your Mad World. Oh, yes. I love that song. Jules, how? Yes, Jules' version. But the one that started it off, Tears for Fears. But yes, Mad World by Jules, to me, makes me really cry. I mean, that's an extremely painful song, especially. It's just amazing how things that were affecting people in the 80s, it doesn't matter what time period, it still transcribes to modern times, and it's reflected musically in our modern times. And it's just, yeah, it's a beautiful song. So, alrighty. So, yeah, whoever this is, causing you the trouble, causing you those dark clouds. It's repetitive, it's habitual. I don't, this doesn't necessarily feel good. I mean, I was thinking maybe it could be somebody, bringing you out of that chaos and into something, but I don't know. He just seems to be at the center right here, and then the bridge, the sun, and the treasure. But you'll have to let me know later on if this resonates or not. So, and that helps, so that way I know I'm connecting, not just to the cards, but to my intuition properly. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you did, Lottie. Thank you for letting. Hungry puppies. Bye, Rain. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me do a reading for you on my new cards. Yeah. I mean, that's a really, when he sings it, it's really painful. Yeah. Infinite blessings in everyone's life to be thankful for. It's real treasure. Yeah. Your health. People forget, even though some of our health might be crappy, I do sometimes see other people and go, oh boy, you know, and yes, some of us, for our own personal lives, they are our hardships. We do feel it, we have the right to feel, like we're oppressed at times and life is difficult and stuff. But there are times when I see people who, and there's no hierarchy again of suffering, but I do see other people's situations and say, yeah, mine's not great. Theirs isn't great either. And I could be at that particular place because, 10, 12 years ago, we were pretty much going hungry. We were in a really bad place 12 to 13 years ago. And now, even though we're having hard times now, I look back and say, okay, you know what? There are people who are going through what we went through. So I'm grateful. So when you kind of do things like that, it really does kind of, um, make you look at your life, from a perspective. I think I had you start, didn't I? Oh, I didn't. So Claudia, all righty. But let's see. Up next is Shazad. I do have time for you, my friend. I always do. You're always so very supportive. Shazad likes to come into me and Nancy's chat for our goddess, our divine feminine goddess readings. And then when he can, I think you popped in Friday night, last night too, Shazad. So thank you. But please do not be driving. and watching while you're doing your readings. Please listen, and then if you have to, pull over. So let's see, what message do we have for Shazat today from the Lenormands? Ooh, some new cards. That one's new. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, so Shazad, no, not home, not today in my home. But don't be driving and watching. Make sure you pull over. So Shazad, under here, let me go. The overall energy, owls. So this is about wisdom, messages, also intuition, listening to your intuition, but also paying attention to messages from spirit. I don't know if sometimes if you go outside and say, Spirit, just give me a sign, any sort of message, let it go, and then wait to see what comes to you. And a lot of times when I see, like, again, like crows, or especially a hawk, or certain types of bird of prey, because they go up that high and they have that higher perspective and they see things, for me it's like a direct message saying, be clear, keep your eyes open, a message is coming. So for me, the owls bring messages of wisdom, and reminding you to embrace your wisdom and to acknowledge the wisdom that you have. And looking at these cards, I also have the moon. So again, the moon, intuition, cycles that go on in our life. The divine feminine, yes, but with the moon is really asking, or that's not asking, but shining its light. And I love that she's standing from you, got some of the stars. But when we're looking at the moon, we feel the pull on our emotions, our intuition. Start feeling. You're getting the messages of wisdom from the owls. They're telling you you're feeling it, you're picking up on it, and to stay in tune with that. Also, to really pay attention to the moon cycles on how you feel, especially intuitively. Some of us, some of our abilities are better at certain times of moon phases, so this could also represent that as well. But I love how she's just standing out there and she's acknowledging the moon, and she's feeling that energy. She's feeling her emotions, and she's connecting into that beautiful, intuitive, receptive side of themselves, of herself, of yourself. Next card I get again is the ship. And the ship, you're on the ship and you are moving forward. And what are you moving forward to? I don't know if you're looking for maybe a new house. Um, but the ship is showing you moving to the house card. So I don't know if you are in the process of looking for a new home, or you feel intuitively like maybe it's time to move. This may be you feeling, well, maybe is this the house, this area, but something to do with house. And house doesn't necessarily also mean a physical house, but also feeling at home or with family. But with the ship, it just feels like you're moving to something with a home. The next card I got, also another bird card. And so again, birds are about messages, but here it's kind of like the chatter, kind of like they usually we tend to refer to the birds nowadays, kind of like Twitter. I know they don't call it Twitter anymore, but with the birds, you kind of have to watch what's being spoken. Be careful, be impeccable with your words. Being Making sure people are being impeccable with their words. So if there's something that you're going to, looking for a house or something with a home, or something with family in a home, be aware of the chitter chatter, what people are saying to you, and making sure that they are not like gossiping, that they're not people are not saying things about you behind your back. It feels like you intuitively something is going on. I'm trying to feel, let me pull a few more cards on this. Looking for a new job with a peace of mind. You're moving forward. I'm getting that. Well, the house would make you feel more comfortable, more relaxed. But this thing with the birds, let me see if I can get a clarifier for the birds and the house on this one, because for me it feels like it could go. All right, you go to sleep, my dear Jackie. Thank you for being here and hanging out. I appreciate you so much. Yes, it's like after 10 o'clock your time. So get some sleep. So bird cards. The garden. The garden is about a public place. Places where we like to go to relax. building your own garden, what makes you happy. You were just saying you were looking for a job where you feel at peace, have a peace of mind. Let me see that house. But I'm seeing with the moon, the ship, definitely connecting. And I saw that you said you're a Pisces, connecting with your emotions, making sure too that you are grounded. But there are messages. Yeah, when it comes to this job and stuff, be careful with the house card. I got the snake. So yeah, watch for people. You know, if you're like applying for a new job, watch maybe who you're using as references. Um, just being aware, and you already are aware of what is of being said. But I see you on the ship. You are moving forward. What's at the bottom? The stork, creating something new, creating a nest, an egg nest, a safe place, a grounded place, a place where you can go. And what was the next card? The A card on the bottom. So yeah, just make sure that you're not, what's the saying? Putting all your eggs in one basket. Making sure that you know if you are looking for a new job, being aware of who you're putting on as references, where you're looking, where you're going, but you're already in touch with your emotions. Just make sure that you listen to that wisdom, that gut feeling in your stomach. Um, Listen to the chatter, listen to what people are saying too. This could be also listening to references about places that you might want to work at. So making sure you're doing your research, making sure that what people are saying one way or the other can be validated. Again, your references. But yeah, good luck. But good luck for you because another card at the bottom is the tree, and that's about getting grounded, getting rooted. It has to do with health. So yeah, just stay in tune with that wisdom. You have that wisdom, Shazan, and you're connected to the moon. Your intuition. Listen to your gut. You are the master of your own ship, your own destiny. Listen to where your emotions I mean, you don't want to go like emotions where you don't get grounded. That's where the tree comes in. So if you're grounded, just listen to your emotions, let listen to your intuition, let that guide you. Pay attention from, messages from spirit through your birds, through the owls, the messengers, your dreams. Moon too. Yes, dreams. Pay attention to dreams as well. And I did get that garden card. So you can create this beautiful garden, this public place where you like to work, where you feel like you are fruitful, where you are abundant, and you could bring that same energy home. So haters around you in the office, yeah, watch out for them. Watch out for them. So if you're going to find another job, make sure that you don't go like announcing it, so that people don't. I mean, people are nasty. They will go ahead. I'm not going to say that's what's going to be happening, but some people, you know, can say, call ahead and say, well, so and so, whatever it is that you're doing, kind of keeping it close to your chest and just being mindful of what's going around you and just, keep staring forward, keep manifesting, putting it out to the moon, the stars, the universe, your spirit guides that you want, you know, a job that is for the highest good for yourself, you know, benefits, stability, good co-workers. Just be very mindful of exactly what it is that you want to manifest and put that out there. Tread lightly and be careful. Co-workers can be traitorous, yes. But remember, you're in control of that ship. You have the power, personal power. You have control of your life and your destiny, not these other people. You're welcome. Welcome, my friend. And Mandy said, I saw a huge crow at jackdaw today in my garden. Ooh, big crows. Alrighty, let me just remove Slotty B. See, Fatima, are you still here? I think you wanted a ring. I see. Yep, she said goodnight to Jackie. So let's do Fatima. And then it looks like our last read will be Cat Mama. So Fatima, 100% spot on. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Shazad. It's helpful when I know I'm not just spewing stuff. And there she is. Okay. Woo! Fatima, let your hair down, girl. Go up and go. You and Odelia go out and have your hair done and walk around and let your mane flow. Look at you, wild woman. You love that. I think she's my favorite card out of the whole deck. Okay, let's see. A little bit more information on the woman. I'm pretty sure that's you, Fatima. But I just want to see a little something extra for the woman card. The house. Okay. Yep. Fatima, you basically get the same cards every time because it revolving around your home, your family, you know. So yes, woman, you, and we're focusing, with the household and what goes on in your home and what you don't allow, the dramas, the conflicts, because I don't see any conflict cards. So you are in control of your house, your home, your health, your happiness. It's all there. And the house card is also considered a water and a Pisces. Interesting. So you are the queen of your home, your roost. I also did get the compass card. And then I got the tree, which also is a representation of house. And for me, also too, I always put on it family, ancestry. So for me, this is being rooted in your health, taking care of your health first, taking care of your health, your home, and yourself. And I think that could be where the compass is. Listen to your inner compass. Let you dictate your health. Being on your health. Um, letting your own personal beliefs, your own personal morals, your own personal boundaries be that guiding compass when it comes to your health and your home and even your magic, my dear. um, your abilities, your psychic abilities. What people don't realize too, praying the rosary, saying prayers, just like the starlight. Those are all like mantras. Those are all like prayers you say on mala beads. They're like spell work because you're putting energy in. You're speaking to your own higher power, your deity, and asking to affect change in your life by connecting and putting your power into those beads, into your repetition, and you are creating and manifesting your own magic and your own power that way. Your Pisces, Virgo, rising, Taurus, moon. Yep, and look at that. Taurus, moon. I don't know what the sign for Virgo is. The compass is the for this deck. So I'm not used to them putting astrological signs on the Lenormand. And the overall energy I got is the letter. So I don't know if you are writing a letter or you're going to be expecting a letter, but remembering to stay rooted and grounded, making sure your health is intact, your home is intact, and you're listening to that compass. You're listening to your inner divine feminine wisdom. Let me pull another card on this letter, Fatima. I don't know if you know what this letter might be. Letters represent information coming in. It could be you writing a letter. Someone could be writing you a letter. Um, Crossroads. I got the crossroads. So decision, a path that you have to take or a path that needs to be taken. Let me see, what else can you tell me about this letter? It's all about communication, and this could be like email too. You know, looking at modern times, this could be an email, it could be a phone call, any form of like communication. Well, actually, in the physical as well. The keys. So a letter, something to do with a letter or communication. Fatima, you're on the path, and it's a key. It's like a key of information. Key is going to help you along on this crossroad or at this crossroads. I'm intrigued now. What is this key? What is this key going to reveal? You're on a pathway. You're at kind of like a crossroads trying to figure stuff out. I don't know if you need to write a letter to family or a family's going to write. There's just something to do with a letter. And then I got the scythe. So, okay, so there's going to be some sort of communication that you feel like you're going to be kind of put at a crossroads with. But that's the key that you know that you're going to need to move forward to cut whatever it is that you need to out of your life and to move on. I had a letter from the court to be juror, but I was not picked, thank God. Oh my God, yeah. That could have been the letter. Something with a crossroads, a key, and a scythe too. Alrighty, well, if anything of this makes sense later on, let me know, Fatima. But yeah, I've heard horror stories, not to like scare people, but being on a jury and you get paid a lousy $20, you know, a day. I mean, that really hurts a lot of people trying to, make money to keep food on their table and to help pay their bills and take care of their kids and rent and whatnot. So, oh, goodness gracious. Some of the trials and stuff that are going on nowadays. Ugh, it's unbelievable. Alrighty, my last read is Claudia, Cat Mama. Alrighty, then after this, I get to make dinner. Oh, I'm going to have a yummy dinner tonight. Can't wait. Okay, focus on Claudia, not food. On Claudia, not the chicken. So, Claudia, Cat Mama. Let me just take this down. Getting a little bit of indigestion because I haven't eaten. Oh boy. Let's see. I need a clarifier. Claudia's like, oh my God, what you cooking? I am cooking chicken tenderloin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over a bed of Kluski noodles. And if people don't know what Kluski noodles are, they're like a German egg noodle that's popular in my area. And I'm going to melt smoked provolone cheese over that with also broccoli and a Chinese duck sauce. I mix it all in together. Then I put the chicken on top and I melt everything over. And actually, it's not going to be broccoli. It's going to be green beans, and they have roasted almonds that go with them. And I'll sprinkle that on top. So, okay. What was I? Okay. Tell me about what these two cards are. What's going on with these two cards? Okay. Claudia, are you in the process of trying to do another project with a child's book? with children, something with children, is your child book or something. Yeah. So I got letter, but she's still writing. Here, let me see. Okay, what more? Always. Okay, are you on a current project right now? Always looking for illustrators. Not quite. Okay, so here, let me just pull my hair back because it's sometimes when I read, I get really warm, and it could be just a hot flash. The joys of getting older. Okay. Oh God, look at my hair now. Jeez. Anywho, so your first card, I got the egg, which again is all about creativity, rebirth. It's fertility. It's a creation of ideas. Something's being birthed. Something's gestating. It's just lots of potential. I got treasure, which is finances, things that again that make you happy, financial. But for me, I'm looking at these cards, and the next two cards I got, are the fox, which are people that can be clever, they can be sly. Although this might need to be you, because in this reading I got both the fox and I got the snake card. The fox are people that you kind of have to watch that are devious, deceitful, like the fox in the hen house. Oh, fox in the hen house going after the egg, going after the treasure. And then the snake, people, deceit, people talking maybe negative. Snakes are in the Lenormand are not good. You're really being told to be aware. And I asked about the children's book because I did get the child card, and I was wondering this might have to be doing with a current project with a children's book. I was hoping to get the actual book card, but I did get the letter. So, but there is the writing involved. I don't know. I know you love snakes, honey, but in the Lenormand, the snakes are about beware, being people being deceitful as well, people being poisonous with their talk, venomous with their words, to go out and just bite you. Just you got to watch out for the snake with these things. I did get a letter. I don't know if you had to recently write a letter or get a letter like Fatima. And I did get the woman card. So I don't know if this is a woman that's going to be writing to you. I kept asking for clarifiers, but I'm getting the snake woman letter. Snake. Does any of this make sense? Foxes and snakes eat eggs. Yes, they do. Watch out for, yeah. Let me see if I can just pull. Let me see if I can figure out what's this letter. What's this letter about? I mean, foxes are good because they can let you know if people are being not who they are. They're being false. They're being sly. Foxes are very good at camouflage to protect themselves from predators and to be able to hunt. But that snake card. Yeah. This letter, a ship moving forward, a bridge. Claudia and the scythe. Are you thinking of changing publishers? What about self-producing, self-publishing? Whatever it is, girl, you're in control of your own shit, your own destiny. Just beware of whoever the snake is moving forward with your projects and with your children's books. You are the woman. You're the one that creates the magic, the power. You are in control. I don't know if this means writing a letter, lawyer, getting something taken care of, or maybe going and changing, creating your own publishing. But moving forward, again, the bridge is also about crossing a bridge, um, one situation to the other, and the process just cutting things out that no longer, cutting out these snakes, getting rid of them, whatever it is. Protect your egg nest, protect your treasure, protect your writings. And at the bottom of the deck, Amazon. I mean, not Amazon, the book. They are self published via Amazon. Okay. I don't know what else to do then because I know Jeff publishes his books. I don't know what kind of profit Amazon takes. Just make sure you're not getting in your own way too. Maybe not self-sabotaging yourself, maybe not thinking you can do it, or you hesitate not thinking you can do it. But that really doesn't feel a lot like you. But sometimes, we get in our mindset, us creatives as well. Who knows? You may receive a letter from someone to maybe do more production. And this could be maybe, again, out writing a letter for illustrators. If you get responses, just be cautious too. And this is not from, nothing to be, inspiring fear, but just being aware of all your players involved in your children's books and in your writing, protecting your name, your writings, your copyrights, things like that, cutting away any middleman or anybody that doesn't want to help promote your idea or move you forward. This could also be cutting away negative thoughts, but just really focusing on your books. You're in control of your own ship. You are in control of your own magic, your own destiny. Protect your treasure, my dear. And that's what I have. Hey, Sylvia. How you doing? Self-sabotage. Yeah, we all do it. We all do that. So we are at 6:03. I came on at 4:15. Oh my goodness, I'm almost been on for 2 hours. So I know people had to leave. I see my numbers have gone down a little bit. But yeah, I want to publish something too at some point. So Sylvia, I was just wrapping things up. I got a new deck of Lenormand cards today. I wanted to share with everybody. They're a witchy deck. Trying to find here. I'll just pull. They're cute. Little witchy hats in their gardens. Let's find some here. It's called he calls them the Black Witch, but it's not a negative deck whatsoever. So yeah, just really fun pictures of, the Lenormand. And look at the doggy. This is the other doggy card. Isn't that cute? Oh. So, hello, Claire Griffiths. I don't recognize your name. Welcome to my chat. I am just starting to wrap things up for the evening. I've been on for almost 2 hours. I appreciate everybody dropping in and saying hello. And thank you for everybody who let me read for them and to share my new cards. It's always fun. I do have another deck, the Unfolding Path Tarot, that I would like to do maybe a show on to share. I've just found you. Well, that's nice. I'm glad when people find me. So I'm going to be wrapping it up. Um, oh, you're welcome, Lottie B. And people, please check out Lottie B's channel. Her piano playing is just extraordinary. I love her. I love listening to her. And you're welcome, Claudia. And also, people, check out Sylvia's Colorful Foresight. She has a channel, Mandy's Spiritual Tarot and Mystic Oracles. I know Fatima has one, Lottie B. I don't know who's left, Claudia in chat. I think we may be there. Dina. Oh, she took off. So, yes, food. I'm getting hungry. I am hungry. So, oh, and Moira popped in. Moira, honey, I did not see that you popped in. I'm so sorry, my dear. Um, I don't know if you are still here, but thank you for popping in, my dear. You know, when I read, I don't look at the chat. You know, I'm going off, I'm looking, I'm trying to, connect my cards and words together. So go P. Yes, I said Claudia has a channel. So, everybody, thank you again for hanging out. I hope to see you, Claire, again on another show. I'm waiting to make the StreamYard. I have to wait for a picture for a thumbnail, but Jeff and I will be back here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for our poetry and tarot writings. And we should be being joined by Bill, who goes by 999 ASMR Tarot. He will be joining us, and that'll be 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So thank you again for everybody, and we will see you all on another live or in a chat. So have a great rest of your Saturday, everybody.